It's not a
The Get Right podcast.
The podcast is Can't Get Right podcast.
What's going on? So we talking about the Tory Lanez, Megan Thee Stallion situation. The Bodyguard came out with new information. I just want to get Chuck's take on it. How you feel? What you think? How you feel about it?
The fact that this tragic occurrence had to happen for them to possibly look at this case again is kind of weird. Or for the Bodyguard to feel bad for him to come out and say something. The whole situation, and a lot of people don't realize that he's not actually charged for shooting Megan Thee Stallion. He's charged for disarming a firearm and an unregistered weapon, which they said his DNA is not on his own. So I don't know how he got convicted of this in the first place. But I said this from the beginning. When he did the little podcast during COVID, and he said, and he released his album as an NFT, and it sold millions, and he made a lot of money off of it, basically saying he didn't need the record label, or the record label is irrelevant. I felt like then they kind of lined him up and set this whole situation up. And I think that situation with Meg was just like the perfect storm for the labels. But I never thought that he shot her. I think she knew he didn't shoot her. And he said himself, like, it was kind of hard for him because he tried to protect Meg from getting shot, and he tried to protect Kelsey from going to jail, being taken away from her kids or whatever. So it's a crazy situation. Hopefully he get out, and like I said, I just don't think he did it. It's kind of a real unfortunate situation.
What you think about the phone call they had him recorded on? Because a lot of people said their opinion changed once they heard the phone call with him in jail. You remember the phone call?
No, not completely.
You remember the phone call?
Mm-hmm.
We'll get to it with Rob when he go to it. Tell him what happened with the phone call.
Nah, he was just calling and apologizing. Mm-hmm. But he was really just apologizing for what happened. He didn't really say anything about he really did anything. So he just was apologizing. I'm sorry that
the whole situation.
About the situation, what happened. But he never said anything like incriminating himself. It was just the fact that he was just apologizing, and they hung him up on apologies.
Right.
So yeah.
You talking about before?
Yeah. After the thing happened, and then they had him. Yeah.
So they took that phone call and that apology.
As a confession. Oh, I did it. Yeah, right. Exactly. Mm-hmm.
So Rob, what you think about the whole situation?
I feel like you niggas gonna learn today. This is exactly what I feel. I feel like, okay, y'all sticking to these codes saying that man, I'm from the streets, man, I don't snitch, all this other type stuff right here. Certain scenarios, man, look, let me tell you something. I'll put it like this. When women are involved, you need to throw them codes out the door, because them women don't live by no code. Look, all women in the scenario all lied on him. The Chelsea chick, the Megan, of course, you know what I'm saying? They all lied to throw him under the bus on some stuff. He didn't even touch the gun. Even with the new evidence they have, it still has him not even touching the gun. No DNA on the gun. He knocked the gun out of someone's hand. It hit the ground, and when it hit the ground, it bounced, which he knocked it out of the Chelsea chick's hand. It hit the ground, shot 2 times, and that what hit the other chick in the foot. Mind you, both of these chicks lied when she was shooting at the other chick, and both of them still lied on him. How does that happen? Like, it's weird, man. And then he sits his stupid butt in jail and says, "Yo, man, I'm a street nigga guy. You know what I mean? I ain't cold, man. I ain't got snitched. Everything's gonna come out.
So, just so I'm clear,
and look what happened.
On the trial, he didn't testify that nobody else did nothing?
No.
His lawyer didn't either?
No, all he said was, he put out that album about what happened, and he didn't really say anything, but he just like, you know what? everything gonna be proven in court. Like, no, it wasn't. Like, they all went against you, you know?
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah. Like, he was like really trying to stick to some codes of the street when all he had to say, nah, I knocked it out. The other chick handed the reason why her DNA is what was on the weapon, you know?
And I don't think proving your innocence
It's snitching.
is snitching.
Exactly.
It wasn't me. Like, I don't think that's snitching.
Nah, proving your innocence is snitching when you part of the dirt.
When you part of the squad.
But this is not a street scenario. Y'all was at a super rich white girl house.
Yeah.
Got like the whole issue of what they was arguing about.
Cause he done smashed all of them.
Yeah, cause he smashed all of them. And you anyway, you in jail getting stabbed up. Because
Before
you were to open your mouth.
For them to tell me I got 10 years.
Exactly.
Insane to me.
They put a gag order on you, like they.
But that's what
wild.
why I say I honestly believe it was bigger than that situation.
Nah, it definitely was, but still, he had opened it. I mean, knowing that he had opened his mouth and just be like, "Yo, I didn't do this, man. Yo, that chick was shooting at her." You know what I'm saying? Like, she got even richer off of the fact that you supposedly shot her. You know?
Yeah.
Like she started getting all types of endorsements, all types of believe all women.
The fact that she, like you said, like fed into it or like played victim when she knew it wasn't like that. Mm-hmm. And the reason why I say that because I just look back at the whole Chris Brown and Rihanna thing. Like Rihanna never. I don't think she ever like tried to feed off of what happened with her and Chris. I don't think she tried to indulge in it.
Yeah. She just got quiet.
She kind of indulged.
Didn't she go on Oprah or something about it though?
Who? Rihanna?
No.
I swear she did some interviews about it. I could be wrong.
I don't think Rihanna. No.
Nah, she didn't really talk.
What's
about
her name was on the Gayle show, right? Because she lied and said she never had. Meg was on the Gayle.
Yeah. Meg was like, she was lying. She got caught up in a lie on the show. She said she never had sex with him. Come find out that the whole reason why she was drunk and arguing because she was still, I guess, smashing Tory, and Tory was hitting on the white chick, the Kardashian chick, at the
and
party.
Kelsey.
Yeah, well, Kelsey
was talking to him.
Kelsey stole. Megan stole him from Kelsey.
Yeah.
So
can't we all just give that to me? That's
exactly.
A situation.
I don't even be getting to gossip like this, y'all.
Just go ahead. Like, I don't know why she was mad. They should have just enjoyed it all together. That's how I look at it.
Yeah. He was enjoying himself till it wasn't enjoyable.
And say Rihanna went on several interviews about that Chris Brown thing.
But I think
she didn't really talk about it.
But she said people never asked him how he felt or was he okay. Like, I remember.
I got you.
She wasn't dogging him or dragging him at the interview or nothing like that.
Yeah.
I think she knew she had kind of, because from what I hear, she had fought and what had happened, but it's just
years later, I found out she was whooping his ass too.
Yeah.
Well, I think she was kind of told to kind of hush in the situation because, the label that she was with and,
Well, you do know it's the same people.
Yeah, of course, same people, exactly. Yeah. And that's the reason why this other scenario now is, standing out so strong now,
So when y'all first heard about the stabbing, did it change your thought process at all?
No, because I already felt that in the first place.
Yeah, I was with the whole.
So it was confirmation for both of y'all about the stabbing.
It wasn't confirmation. I already knew. I was just like, like the evidence in the trial told everything, and like I said, by
even when they convicted him,
court of popular opinion, he was judged already.
Right.
And that's what I hate about.
Today's society
is just like, once something happened and it's like believe all women, like you're a man, you're not gonna get the benefit of the doubt or anything like that. And like I said, out of all the evidence they had that said he had nothing to do with the scenario, he still got it pinned on here. And I'm just like, when I heard it, I'm just like, how?
Yeah, that's why I think it's deeper than that whole. It's deeper than them and their relationship or whatever. I think it was their music and him finding that, selling them NFT albums and making all that money, basically making record labels look irrelevant. So, because like I said, up until a week or so ago, I thought he was convicted of shooting her, but he's not even convicted of shooting her.
Right.
And the fact that she hasn't even come out and
Well, now it's gonna be even worse for her to come out.
Not
Because now
she's a woman.
Just so we clear, Tory got charged with assault with a semi-automatic firearm, carry a loaded unregistered firearm, and discharging a firearm and with gross negligence. That was his charges, just so we're clear.
On the firearm he never even touched.
Yeah, so that's what he exactly was charged with. So like, my question is just playing devil's advocate. Chuck said that it's on it's a higher level because of NFTs and everything like that. Your perspective from him being charged is exactly what? Why you feel like they charged him?
Popular opinion.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like people just, they want to hang him up on something. It's another black guy in court and everything. It's easy to just say, he did it and everything like that. And I think the jury was already convinced that he had did it, regardless of what they heard.
Yeah, because it was a jury, right?
Yeah. Regardless of what they heard, he did it.
I don't get it.
Yeah.
And you know what's crazy? It's another situation like this going on now. And I don't know, because I'm always a person that's it's 50-50 with me into some improvement. Right. But DDG and Halle Bailey.
That's another scenario
at all.
But that's the whole point. Like you saying you haven't heard enough, but you're smart enough to say I haven't heard enough to even make a judgment.
Yeah, I have no idea.
But you know what? Go talk to any woman right now about what's going on. That man is the devil.
What's going on with DDG?
Well, she said that he had kind of put his hands on her and abused her or whatever. And then she said she said she got some of it on the Ring camera. Like she got a protective order, restraining order against him. Then she's trying to get where when he sees a kid, it has to be supervised.
Yeah.
Normally he got his kid by himself, but if she want to supervise, she put up pictures of her arms bruised and said he chipped her tooth. But the crazy part is,
I saw the video they put up about
they
that.
said her tooth was already chipped
before.
Well,
that is a crazy lie because a chipped tooth is never missed. Even if you're not all up in their face, somebody. To me, that it's almost when you say that, and then people pull that type of evidence. Now we're just looking at you sideways, off top.
The scenario that DDG is dealing with is very normal. I thought I had found a nice girl and she's a Disney girl and everything like that, but she's a hood rat at the end of the day. And the thing about it is, all he dealing with right now is a bitter baby mama.
Is she a hood rat?
No, but
her activity.
He said her activity,
her activities.
Yeah, the way she's operating.
But the crazy thing is, she said they had interviews with her and her sister, and basically she was saying that she kind of like that.
They like hood niggas.
She said she'd be kind of like crashing out.
That's what I'm saying. She bitter. She's a bitter baby mama. I think what happened was he was with her, and she thought she was more like most women. And got a popular dude. He think he gonna about to put his dick on lockdown, and she realized that even though as popular as I am as the Little Mermaid. that ain't stopped the doggone that ain't stopped the train from you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So from moving. So and she realized that, and she realized that she couldn't lock him down and make him the man of her dreams and make say and be able to claim him as her own, and she mad.
I think the point of her wanting to supervise, even if he hear her touch, I think that's bad altogether. But the supervise visitation of the kids,
she's weaponizing the courts basically.
Yeah, because that's crazy. Most people can tell. Mm-hmm. She know that he seemed like a good father.
He's a really good father.
So, and I know people say he could just be playing it off but I think he might not like her. But the kid, I know he do.
Yeah, what it is she know that he got a little hood in him, right? So a dude that got that mentality and actually trying to be a good father would easily crash out. Easily crash out if you hold a child against him or anything like that. She ain't got to do much. Just you can't go get her this weekend. He gonna go right to the internet or something like that, crash all the way out. And then look, I told y'all he was crazy. This right, and that's basically what's going on. Any little thing on top of that, like another reason why they're not together was, I guess he found out that she actually cheated on him, something like that. Oh. So it's some more stuff going on with that. That's the reason why supposedly she went to out of town or something like that. He went to her house, got in the house, and took a picture of her room, whatever like that. I said, I got you, I caught you, like, you know what I'm saying? This who you messing with type stuff, whatever like that. But even like what's going on now, because of that, whatever just happened recently, she just went and got a court order against this dude saying that, she gonna take the child overseas while she doing a movie for like 2 months, and he can't even see his child for like 2 or 3 months now.
Yeah, that's wild.
All because she knew he would crash out and do something stupid, and she could use that against him. She went right to the court, said, you know what? Nah, I don't think he's liable to watch his child or come see his child. So he can't even go overseas and go and visit his child right now because of what she got against him right now. Because she knew he would crash out.
It's not a
the Get Right podcast.
The podcast is Can't Get Right podcast.